But for you, watching how did he? Because yeah, he says he's the king of remix and stuff. But he as you mentioned, he wanted to focus on the music and the clubs. And when when I spoke to Cassidy, Cassidy said he just when Diddy saw the fact that he played a lot of old school stuff, he was really interested in that because it's like sounds that people don't know. He gives us his remixes and all his songs with stuff like, yeah, I haven't heard that song in 20, 30 years. I mean, he'll bring out the rare stuff, but really make it hot. What was it like for you as a young producer? First, being inspired by Teddy, who was creating a merging church and all that stuff together.
It was totally different because remember, Diddy doesn't play any instruments.
Yeah.
Teddy could do everything himself. Teddy didn't need me. He didn't need Mucho. He didn't need Sprague. He didn't need Pharrell. He didn't need anyone. He could do it all himself. He only brought us on because the bandwidth grew.
Yeah.
Once the bandwidth grew, it's like you're more in demand, so you got to create a team now, right? Diddy didn't play anything, so Diddy could literally tell you, "Yo, I remember the first time I was working on something for Diddy, I did the total No One Else remix with Foxy Brown, Little Kim, and Da Brat. And I remember the first time I did that with him, I went to go lay my hands down to play the chord. He said, "No, I only want you to use 3 fingers." And I was like, "What?" Because I'm used to playing chords with he's like, only 3 fingers, because in his mind, that's simplistic to him.
Wow.
Right? So even though he didn't play, he knew exactly what it was he wanted to hear. And that also taught me something. What it taught me was you don't have to be a keyboard player to be a producer. So a lot of times when I was a kid, I read the credits and I thought whoever did the keys was the producer. But that's not the case. That's why if you look at the Winans' first album was produced by Bill Maxwell. Bill Maxwell was a drummer, but he produced the Winans' first album.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I started to learn what a producer's job and role was. And so Diddy, I always tell people like, "Yo, Diddy can't play, da da da." I say, "Yeah, but all his records have the same similar sound." So he knew how to get that sound out of all the producers and that he worked with. He knew how to get that bad boy sound out of it.
Yeah. I mean, in the midst of that, what about the role of the engineer? So I've interviewed John Marie, and I know he went to work with you after he left Teddy and stuff. But what was it? Did you learn about the engineer and the mixing and because Teddy was almost him and Dave Wade, that master of mixing.
I'm telling you, listen. I was there. Teddy didn't need anybody. Teddy could mix the record himself. He only needed people because the bandwidth grew, because he was in so much demand that I would watch Teddy work on. I never forget watching him doing the My Love remix for Mary J. Blige, and at the same time he's working on a Patti LaBelle remix, All This Love, or whatever it was.
Yeah, All This Love.
Or he's working on 3 to 4 or 5 songs in the same day, right? So when it's time for him to go see his kids or go bowling or whatever it was, that's when Dave Wade or the rest of the guys would pull the other ones on and work on that. It was just a bandwidth thing, right? Because he has so much going on. But I'm telling you right now, I was there. He could do it himself. He didn't, there's always been this like debate about SWV's Right Here remix, right? And you remember you got, the whole thing is, well, All Star came up with the remix and da. Okay. No one ever said he didn't. But that mix is Teddy Riley. If Teddy Riley, the bottom line is, if you're a Teddy Riley connoisseur of everything that he's done, you know what his sonics sound like. And you can go back and listen to every All-Star track that he's ever done. And from a quality perspective and a sonic perspective, none of them sound like Right Here. None of them. He did matter of fact, there's an All-Star remix to anything. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. If you listen to anything and you put anything on and put Right Here on, sonically, it's 2 different worlds. But if you put Right Here on next to the Teddy Riley I'm So Into You remix, they live in Roughneck by MC Light. They all live in the same sonic spectrum. So my argument in that whole debate is whether Teddy played the keys on it or not, or whatever, he did something. And whatever he did, it brought it to life. Yeah. Whatever he did. I don't care if it's calling Michael Jackson to get the sample clear and using that relationship. But sonically, I hear it. Sonically, from a mixed perspective. And not even being there, I know with Teddy snares, I know when he mixes the snap with the snares, and when you go down the board and you got 12 different snares playing at the same time, and that's Teddy. Nobody was doing that. Everybody was doing one snare, sample a old break beat, and they use that snare. But Teddy, he would have 6, 7 kicks, 6, 7 snares, and all these different percussion things going on, and you were like, okay, I know from a sonic thing when it's Teddy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. Like, you know, we're not taking anything away from the genius of All-Star in that moment. But at the same token, you can't take anything away from the genius of Teddy Riley.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.